So I do want to say that if you guys want a part 2 of this, what I stock up on, but the part 2 will be the opposite, what I do not stock up on anymore as a minimalist, let me know down below, because there are quite a few things that I will never buy a backup of ever again, because I have learned a valuable lesson with these items. But today I'm just going to show you what I do stock up on, and it's not that crazy. Like I said, there's more things that I don't stock up on than what I do stock up on as a minimalist. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I stock up on as a minimalist is these glass mason jars. Now this is not something that I purchase for aesthetics. These jars are actually the tomato sauce that we buy and that we use for a lot of meals, soups, rice, any kind of sauce. I always use these tomato jars. At Stop and Shop, they're usually like $2. So $2 for tomato sauce. It lasts us a long time, and you get a free glass jar at the end of the day. So what I do to clean them out is when we're done with the tomato sauce, I'll rinse it under warm water, rinse everything out, take the label off, place it in the dishwasher. When it's done in the dishwasher, I place the jar on the countertop and just let it air dry for 24 hours so that tomato smell can kind of like get out. And then that's it. We have some free glass mason jars. The reason why I put things in mason jars, mostly herbs, seeds, nuts, tea bags. The reason why I do this is not for aesthetic purposes. This is mainly for me to be able to store these items properly, because the packaging that some of these items come in, they don't have a seal and you can't really store them properly in the cabinets. So I find that these glass mason jars come in handy. I'm gonna name everything that we have here because I know you guys are probably curious what we have on deck. Like I said, this changes up all the time with what we have in these jars. When we're done, we will throw it in the dishwasher again and then refill it up with whatever we want to fill it up with. So for here we have some tea. I'm not sure what kind of tea this is. I know this tea right here is moringa tea, and I think this tea is turmeric tea. My boyfriend is the one that's really into tea. I'm trying to get into it, but I can't find a tea that I like. So these two little glass jars, those are his. Back here we have some chia seeds. We have some anise. This stuff is also my boyfriend's. I don't know what it is, but anise makes me so nauseous. But he adds this into his tea. And this is pistachio nuts. We try to be very, very gentle with these nuts because they're pricey. So we'll add like a little tiny bit to our salad. Over here we have some hemp seeds, cacao nibs, raisins, chocolate chips. These are dark chocolate chips, so these are not sweets, but they're really good for smoothies and stuff, and dark chocolate is really, really good for you. Over here we have some lentils, cardamom pods, orange leaves, and then like I said, the moringa tea. So all of these things we've been trying to incorporate in our diet. All of this stuff is very, very healthy, and I'm working on having a healthier gut and just eating a little bit healthier and being more wise when it comes to my eating habits. So with all that being said, I will be still saving these jars because they come in handy, and I'm sure there's a lot of other things that we can add in these jars. Also, they're great for storage. So this is another jar that I had saved and cleaned. Do not worry, these needles are capped. And what this basically is my cat's, this is his vitamin B12. So he gets vitamin B12 every Sunday, once a week. Pick these up at his local vet. The reason why he's on B12 is because he is fighting FIP right now. So B12 was recommended by the group that I'm in with Facebook regarding his FIP, FIP warriors. So they recommended B12 because it helps absorption with the FIP medication. I'm not going to bore you guys with all the information with my cat's FIP stuff, but this comes in handy with just being a nice little storage container for the B12 shots. And then everything that I have here just fits up there perfectly. I brought it down for the video. So another thing that we keep on hand is almond milk. So I do want to say that this is not the healthiest almond milk. It does have a ton of preservatives. I wish the ingredients were not this bad, but this is what works with our budget. So like I said, we're just working with what we can afford right now. So when it comes to almond milk, I always keep at least 3 to 2 boxes under the cabinet over here. And the reason why we do this is because we do make a lot of smoothies. My boyfriend loves to have cereal in the morning, so this is what we normally go to when it comes to like milk. Well, I know this is not milk, but a milk alternative. And the kind that we always get is unsweetened original. We always get it unsweetened because we both find that the regular almond milk is very, very sweet, and it has, I believe, like 48 grams of added sugar, which is insane. So even though this one isn't the healthiest, it doesn't have any added sugar, it doesn't have any sugar at all, so that is something that we prefer. And like I said, like having these on deck is a huge lifesaver, so I don't have to run to the store every time because these can just be stored without being in the fridge, and they're just very, very convenient. And the shelf date lasts a long time, so this doesn't go bad until January 14th of 2024. So obviously these will all be gone by January 14th, but it is nice to be able to have something like this and not go to the store every time. Let me know down below, do you stock up on the little cartons like this that doesn't have to be stored in the fridge? Do you stock up on them, or do you just grab the gallon of almond milk? I used to grab the gallon of almond milk when I lived alone, but this is such a better method because it is cheaper. Like these kind of cartons are always on sale. It's either buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 1 and get the other one half off. They're always on sale, so it's always a great deal. We do stock up on toilet paper for now, but when we get a house, who knows when that will be, but when we do get a house, we plan on getting a bidet that is hooked up to the side. We don't want to do that here. We don't want to spend any money in putting the bidet with this toilet. I know some of them are cheap. I know some of them are easy to use. We just don't want to mess with anything here. And we're just dealing with the whole toilet paper situation. But when we do get a bidet, this stocking up on toilet paper will definitely decrease. But for now, we usually have this like fully stocked because I do grab the big, like the bulk toilet paper rolls, so we can fill up this whole area. So when this runs out to like the last row, we do go out and just fill it up, and that will last us for a very long time. Like usually it will last us about, I don't know, 5 months, because we are just 2 people. So like when we do stock up fully, it's usually like up to this line and then all the way up to here. So now we're on our balcony, and we do have a storage unit out here, somewhat of like a outside closet. So in this closet we just have a lot of our camping stuff, but the main thing I wanted to show you guys that we stock up on is pellets. So these pellets are, you can use them for horses, you can use them for rabbits. Obviously I have a kitty, so we use them for his litter box. And last time we stocked up on this, we usually buy like 7 bags. Obviously we're down to 3. The last time we stocked up was last year, so a 40-pound bag lasts us a long time, you guys. More than 2 months or 3 months. I honestly don't keep track because we haven't been back to like Tractor Supply since, I want to say like last October. So like 7 bags of these will last us, most of the time it'll last us the entire year. And like I said, we have 3 left and we're already in May, so we might have to make a trip in probably like September, but this lasts us forever. And this is something that we plan on stocking up as long as we have a cat. This is something that is so worth stocking up on, because with the prices going up and everything, this stuff is still fairly cheap. I think like 1 bag is like, I think it's like $6, $5.99, I believe. The prices could have changed since last October, but since we bought them last October, we paid last October's price, not today's price. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that this stuff is amazing. It's non-toxic, it's great for pets. So if you are looking into like switching over from clumping litter to wood pellets, do it right now. It is awesome, you guys. Like, there's no like little pellets lying around on the carpet, and it's such a better alternative, not just for us but for them, like for their paws. Like, it's so much more gentle, and he just looks so cute right now. But yeah, it's so much more gentle for them, and like I said, it's non-toxic, so that is something that we will stock up on as long as we have this little guy. Hey. Hi. I was just out on the balcony. He acts like I was gone the whole time. Also, a little side note, this is where we keep the pellets. Since the packaging isn't so friendly, we put the pellets in this little wheel thing. And this I purchased from Amazon when I adopted Milo when he was 6 weeks old. This is the worst thing I've ever purchased, so try to look for something a little bit more heavy duty, because this is not heavy duty at all. Like, you could, if this was to fall, it would break. So we're just dealing with it for now. Even like a giant bucket with a lid would work great, but that's where we keep the pellets. So when it's time to clean his litter box. And also, we do have wood pellets everywhere, and that's because he takes them out and plays with them. He'll just swing them around and play with them back and forth, but usually the pellets never come out of there. Example A. That's what he does with the pellets, and we don't mind. They're easy to just pick up and throw back into the litter box. Yeah, that's our little system that we've been doing ever since we adopted him when he was 6 weeks old, and he's 2 years old now. Alright, so the last things that we stock up on, or that I stock up on as a minimalist, I did take a lot of other things out of this bin. This is our like extra bin, and then I also put like random things in here. But the first thing that we have is toothbrushes. So these toothbrushes are biodegradable. I will have a link down below. These are amazing. We used to use the bamboo toothbrushes, but I switched over to these, I want to say like the beginning of last year. I haven't really talked about them. I try not to talk about products too much on my channel, because I just don't want to come off as like overselly to you guys. I mean, we're all trying to save money here, so that's why I don't really talk about a lot of products. But these toothbrushes are amazing. They look like a regular toothbrush, but they're biodegradable, which is perfect for the environment. But yeah, we usually have like, I try to keep an even amount. And even when we have like guests, or if someone stays here, like a family member, if they sleep over, we have an extra toothbrush for them, and I do swap out our toothbrushes every 3 months. Another thing that I have stocked up on is these blades. So these blades are for my fabric shaver. I change out the blades of that fabric shaver once a year, or if I notice that it's getting dull, I'll just change it out, and I have enough blades to last me a long time. So it's one less thing that I need to think about. Another thing that I stock up on, you guys are gonna hate me saying that all the time, but are these dental flosses. Let me put them on the side. So I floss my teeth every day. I'm really big on dental care, so this is the floss that I use. It's all in one. The Glide floss, and this is the one floss that works with my teeth. My teeth are very like tight, I guess you can put it that way. They're very tight, so it's hard to get in between my teeth, and this is the only floss that works well, and that doesn't shred my gums, or it doesn't shred while I'm pulling, like while I'm putting it through my teeth, if that makes any sense. So I've been using this floss for years, and I always make sure that I'm stocked up, so once when one runs out, I will replace it with this one. And I'm the only one that likes to floss in this house. I always have to remind my boyfriend, make sure you floss your teeth, make sure you floss your teeth. He hates it, and for me, I absolutely love it. I feel like the minute I floss my teeth at night, I feel like my teeth are somewhat whiter and my breath is a lot more freshened up. Even though I still do my regular dental care with, you know, brushing my teeth, brushing my tongue, but this stuff right here, like if you're not flossing, like you got to get the junk that's in between the teeth. Like this is the main thing that's going to help you not get cavities and have a brighter smile. Speaking of dental care, we always have a backup of either 2 or 1 toothpaste. So once when the other one in the cabinet runs out, we will replace it with this. I do keep in mind all of the expiration dates on everything. I don't think there's an expiration date on that, but usually on toothpaste there is, and face wash. We'll get into that in a minute. But I absolutely love this toothpaste. It's the Luminous White by Tom's of Maine. And yeah, we always keep an extra on hand because you never know. Like if I run out, I always order these also off of Amazon because they are 10 times cheaper. I think at the store, if you were to buy one, you pay like $10, $9.99. But on Amazon, they always have a deal for 3. It's like 3 of them you can get for like 15 bucks. So that's probably why we do stock up on it, because it's such a good deal. But I like to have an extra of certain things that we use every day. Another item that I have stocked up on, well, I didn't stock up on it. I do get companies that send me products. So Osea is a company that I absolutely love and work with all the time. And they sent me some under eye cream. Is actually a campaign that I worked with them a while ago. So I'm already using an under eye cream right now from Pacifica. So once when that runs out, I can use one of these. So needless to say, I'm fully stocked up on under eye cream for the entire year because I have more than enough. Like I said, I'm still using the one from Pacifica in my cabinet over there. And once when that runs out, I can either use this one or this one, which I'm very grateful about. And as for face wash, I always keep an extra of this Kale Detox Deep Cleaning Face Wash by Pacifica. This is the one face wash that is truly amazing when it comes to acne prone skin. And I always keep a backup because now even my boyfriend's using it, so we're both using one of these bottles. We keep it in the shower. We wash our face in the shower. It just creates less mess that way. With both of us using it, it's always good to have a backup because you'll run out a little bit faster. But a little bit goes a long way with this face wash, and you can lather it up pretty well when you mix it with your hands. So yeah, I always have a face wash stocked up just in case. I also have some shampoo and conditioner. So in the shower right now, we have 2 full bottles, and then we have these as backups for when we run out. And then over here as backups, I have my favorite soap ever, and that is the Dove Sensitive Skin fragrance-free soap bars. This stuff is magical. I feel like I can wash any area of my body and not break out and not have a UTI. So I love Dove and their products, and this is probably one of my favorite products from them. It's very inexpensive. It doesn't do any harm to my skin, and I do have sensitive skin. So this is something that I keep on hand all the time, and I don't think that soap expires, to be honest with you guys. Like when I look on the packaging, I don't see like an expiration date at all. So fingers crossed they don't expire. I don't see how they would, but yeah, this soap is truly amazing when you have sensitive skin, because my skin loves this soap, and I feel so clean with using it rather than using like body wash and all of that other stuff that has a bunch of fragrance. My skin does not do well with having a bunch of fragrance on my body. I'm glad that there's soap like this out. Like this would have been perfect when I was a teenager. These what are they called? Like lint roll stickies. We do have the lint roller. It's in my closet right now, but once when the other thing runs out, we just put this on, so we kind of refill them. The reason why we have this is because I have a cat, so Milo is shedding like crazy, and this is what helps us not look like we're a cat too, because the amount of fur that gets all over us and also on our bedding and furniture. So I know there's reusable lint rollers and stuff. I've tried every single one on the market, and none of them work as good as these sticky things. So these ones are from IKEA, and like I said, when we go to IKEA, we live pretty close to IKEA. We usually go there just to stock up on this, because they are the cheapest place for these refills for the stickers. And I think this was 99 cents for the whole thing. And we bought these a while ago, so obviously we do not have to go back for a long time. And the last thing that we stock up on, and this might come so random, but we only do this for now since we're in this kind of apartment building, and that is quarters. So quarters are very hard to come by in our area. I don't know what it is, but there's always like a quarter or coin shortage. So I figured out this system better than what we were doing before. Instead of like taking $20 out the bank and then putting them in the coin machine. And then this is what we use for laundry, by the way. I don't think I explained that in the beginning. But this is just to pay for our laundry because we have coin operated machines in the hallway. So it was kind of annoying when we needed coins and they were having a coin shortage. So to bypass that whole issue, because if we don't have coins then we cannot wash our clothes, I decided to put a bunch of quarters in this jar, basically stock up as much as we can. Like, this jar was filled up, I want to say I filled this jar up beginning of this year, like, yeah, around the end of January I filled this jar up, and we're up to here now. So this whole jar, it was about $200, and it does cost $2 to wash, $2 to dry. If you need your stuff to be washed longer, then you pay more money, but we usually stick with the 2 and 2. So yeah, this method works a lot better for us with stocking up on quarters, because when there is a little shortage, we can still wash our clothes because we have a backup. So I'm always thinking ahead, or trying to think ahead of certain things so we don't have more issues. We're already dealing with enough issues in our life. So just to be a little bit more stress-free, I stock up on quarters as well. That way we can do laundry in peace and not worry about running out of quarters because there's a coin shortage. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Again, let me know down below if you want me to do the opposite for part 2, like the things that I will never ever stock up on, the things that I have learned my lesson with stocking up on those items. So yeah, let me know down below if you want to see that video, and also let me know what do you stock up on, either as a minimalist or as not a minimalist. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video.